Nigeria, a land of beauty, strength, and deep-rooted heritage. A nation of over 200 million voices, cultures, and dreams united under one flag. Contrary to what the world might often hear, Nigeria is not a land known for war and violence. Nigeria is known for its resilience. Its people rises every day, not to fight battles of war, but battles of survival, of resilience, and of growth and progress. From Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, Kanuri, TV, Efik, and over 300 ethnic groups, Nigerians' diversity is its strength. In every language spoken, every dance performed, and every drum beat echoed, there is pride, peace, and identity.
Peace isn't just the absence of war. Peace is the presence of hope. In every corner of Nigeria, hope is alive. Hope in education, hope in innovation, and hope in next generation. I believe in Nigeria because I see changes every day. We don't wait for peace, we build peace. We have seen hard times, but we still stand as one. Yes, Nigeria faces challenges, economically, politically, and socially. But even in the storm, Nigeria's spirit remains unbroken. Where others see conflict, we see a call to rise.
We are more than headlines. We are a nation of believers in peace, in unity, and in tomorrow. This is Nigeria. This is our story. And from Sun TV, let the world hear it from us.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sun TV World News. Today we bring you a concise and credible roundup of the stories shaping our world, accurate, timely, and impactful. I am Esther Oka-Steven with the news in full. Thailand has stopped fuel shipment through a border checkpoint with Laos due to fear they were being diverted to Cambodia amid the first border conflict between Thailand and Cambodia. The militaries of both countries are clashing at multiple locations along their 817-kilometer borders, with no signs of abating despite national efforts to negotiate a ceasefire. The fight has displaced over 500,000 people and killed at least 38 on both sides over the past 8 days. Thailand military has restricted fuel supplies through the Kong Mak border crossing into Laos and is considering limiting Thai vessel movement in high-risk areas in Cambodia's water. Cambodia's claimed Thai forces used drones, heavy artilleries, and F-16 fighter jets in multiple areas, while Thailand says Cambodia's actions led to the breakdown of a July truce. The conflict remains unresolved, with both sides blaming each other for the violence. The Philippines will protest China's harassment and endangerment of Filipino fishermen in the South China Sea, following an incident last week where 3 fishermen were injured and 2 vessels damaged. The Chinese Coast Guard had blasted water canoes and cut anchor lines near Sabina Shoal, with lines within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. The Philippines Maritime Council condemned China's action, stating they cannot be justified and demanding China cease such aggressive acts. The Philippines will file a demarc to the Chinese embassy with presidential press officers Clara Castro citing information from the foreign minister. The U.S. has also condemned China's action with State Department spokesperson Tommy Pageant, stating they stand with our Philippines ally against China's proactive actions undermining regional stability. China claims almost the entire South China Sea, but an international tribunal ruled in 2016 that Beijing's claims have no basis under international law, a decision China rejects. Taiwan Prime Cho Jang-tai has refused to enact local government spending plans passed by the opposition-controlled parliament, citing fiscal unsoundness. The opposition, KMT, and Taiwan's People's Party, TPP, had passed amendments to a revenue allocation law, granting more funds to local government. Cho stated that enacting the changes would require borrowing an unsustainable $264.6 billion next year and challenged the opposition to remove him through a non-confidence vote. The KMT and TPP have accused the government of acting dictatorially and trampling on the rule of law. The standoff reflects a border power struggle between the presidency and parliament, with the opposition seeking to assert its authority and the government resisting what it sees as overreach. Yemen's main strategist group and Southern Traditional Council STC has launched a military operation in Southern Abiyan province. The STC has recently claimed broad control of southern Yemen. The operation is the latest development in the country's ongoing conflict. The STC's move came amid heightened tension in the region. The group has been seeking independence for southern Yemen. The situation in Yemen remains volatile with various factions of control. The international community continues to monitor the situation closely. China has expressed strong dissatisfaction with criticism over the court verdict on Jimmy Lai, the founder of Apple Daily, who was found guilty of conspiracy to collude with foreign forces. The Hong Kong High Court handed down the verdict, which could see Lai jailed for life under a China-imposed security law. The Chinese foreign minister urged relevant countries to respect China's sovereignty and the Hong Kong legal system, without naming any specific country. Ministry spokesperson Gio Jacun emphasized that countries should not make irresponsible remarks on Hong Kong's judicial cases or interfere with judiciary or China's internal affairs. Leah, a prominent pro-democracy campaigner, was convicted in the city's highest-profile trial under the security law. The verdict has drawn international attention, with some countries and rights groups criticizing it as a politically motivated persecution. Neighbors of the alleged Bondi gunmen are shocked by the deadly rampage that killed 15 people in Saiden's worst mass shooting in decades. The suspect, identified as father and son, Sejad and Navid Akram, lived in a quiet suburban area of Bonjir, with residents describing them as normal people who kept to themselves. The shooting occurred at a Jewish holiday celebration on Bondi Beach, with police saying the 50-year-old father was killed at the scene and his 24-year-old son is in critical condition in hospital. The father had a firearm license, and police are investigating the motive behind the attack. Residents of Bonjig are working-class sub with a diverse population, are struggling to come to terms with the violence. It's a quiet area, very quiet, said 63-year-old Fatou, who lives across from the suspect's home. And people mind their own businesses, doing their own thing until now. West African leaders have rejected Guinea-Bissau military transition plan, demanding a swift return to constitutional order. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, made a decision during its 68th ordinary session in Abuja, Nigeria, warning of targeting sanctions against those obstructing the processes. The military ruler who topped President Umaru Sissoco on November 26 had announced a transition program. However, ECOWAS insists on an inclusive, short transition and the immediate release of all political detainees, including opposition figures. This is Guinea-Bissau's ninth coup in 5 years, raising concerns about democratic backsliding in the region. ECOWAS has mandated its chair to lead a high-level delegation to Guinea-Bissau for talk with the junta, urging the African Union and international partners to support its effort. The bloc president Umar Toure emphasized zero tolerance for unconstitutional change of government. At least 37 people were killed in flash flood triggered by rains on Sunday in Morocco's Atlantic coastal province of Safi, 330 kilometers south of the capital Rabat. The flood also left 14 people receiving medical care, according to local authorities. 1 hour of heavy rain was enough to flood homes and shops in the old town of Safi, sweeping away cars and cutting off many roads in surrounding areas. Rescue efforts continued as the region struggled to cope with the disaster. Morocco is experiencing heavy rain and snowfall on the mountains following 7 years of drought that emptied some of its main reservoir. The country's weather pattern have been marked by extreme conditions in recent time. Hamas has stated that Israel killing of senior commander Said Reed threatens the Gaza ceasefire, calling on U.S. President Donald Trump to demand Israel comply with the truce term. Said was killed in an Israeli strike on Saturday, along with 3 associates, and thousands attend his funeral in Gaza City. Hamas chief negotiator Khalil confirmed Said's killing, saying it threatens the ceasefire agreement. The group's aimed wings has chosen a replacement for Said, who was in charge of military manufacturing. Israel says Said was a key architect of the 7th October 2023 attack on Israel. The ceasefire has been in peace since October, with Israeli forces controlling eastern Gaza and Hamas controlling the western half. The weary sides have yet to agree on next step, with Israel demanding Hamas disarm and Hamas refusing to give up its arms. That's all on World News from SOM TV. Do well to follow us on Facebook at SOM TV and on YouTube at SOM TV Live. I am Esther Oka Steven. Thanks for watching.